A New Cosmic Order After the Apocalypse by Hayman. It was after that week of outrageous storms that the weather forecasters couldn't explain, and after those cracking flashes that came in the sky at night and kept the news agencies on overtime, and after all the electricity had fizzled out for a day or two, that I found the object in the cemetery. Round and white as a comet, and about the size of a football. Clearing baby Jake's grave, scratching the engraved headstone clean of dirt with an old toothbrush, raking away the leaves and branches and plastic bags and chocolate wrappers that had blown there. That's when I found it, underneath that mound of rubbish, on baby Jake's grave, who's been dead as a baby 30 years. I sat back on my heels and looked at it. At first I thought it was a football, smudged with dirt and mottled with mud, but trying to lift it, it was too heavy for that. Then I thought, it's a stone. It's a stone ball that once topped a grand gatepost or Georgian plinth. But how did it get here, on baby Jake's plot? No storm could fling it so far. I touched it again. It wasn't stone. It was warm. I smoothed my hand over it as over a bald head. This thought gave me a start, and I pulled back my hand double quick, afraid to touch eyelashes or nostrils on the far side. Inching forward and crouching on my hunkers on the plot, I inspected the object from all available angles. No facial features. It wasn't a head. This made me braver, and I rolled it about a bit. An egg. It had to be an egg. The surface had pits and pores, and if I scraped my fingernails across it, they left little white worm trails, just like a hen's egg when it's slightly scratched. I put my ear to the egg, but heard only the sea swooning inside my own head. Then I was bold. I picked up the egg. It weighed a bit and placed it inside my shopping bag. To carry something home from here. To carry something home from here was a thing I'd never imagined. I carried it home. I carried it through my front door, hefted it out of the bag, took it inside the house and laid it in the cat bed beside the fireplace. The cat, lying on the windowsill in a pool of pale spring light, jumped down on padded toes to see what was what. He put his clever pink nose to the egg, patted it with his paw, boxed it a little, listened carefully. Then he yowled and backed off, fur prickling his ruff, and hid behind the chair. I scrunched newspaper in the fireplace, crisscrossed kindling on top of that, laid 2 pine logs on that, and lit the paper. Flames gnawed the kindling and nibbled the logs. The room soon smelled like a wood in deep summer. I stripped off my coat and my jumper right down to my underblouse with the 2 limp dugs beneath it. The egg glowed orange in the firelight, pulsing and throbbing and warming as the flames grew and shrank and sprang up again. The cat watched with leafy eyes from behind the chair, mewling. Evening came on. The light from the garden glowed pink and purple and then magenta, like the end of the world, or the start. Thunder rumbled in the distance, growling and growing and coming nearer. The ground shook. My bone china teacup chattered like terrified teeth on the tabletop. The cat yowled plaintively, ears flat, fur bristling. The egg began to rock, slightly at first, then more and more. Gentle, persistent interior knockings cracked a jigsaw in the shell. I held it firm in my hands to help the thing inside find purchase and crack through. The thunder came nearer. Fire flashed in the sky. An egg tooth broke the shell from within, attached to a lizard's beak. I could just see it through the nail's head crack. I picked off shards of shell to give the beak more scope. I would have to be quick. The thunder was getting louder all the time. The cat crawled flat as a rug under the chair. No tail flickings now. A turtly face emerged from the jagged crack in the shell, slits of shut-tight eyes, a comb of prickly teeth, head wobbling side to side as if the neck that was unbending couldn't hold it yet. 2 stunted forearms, claws still soft, scrabbled for purchase. A slick membrane covered the whole little creature. I offered my palms. Strong hind legs lurched it forward from the shell onto my hands and into my lap. I cradled it, that living thing from baby Jake's grave, cooing and crooning, picking off layers of sticky membrane, stroking with a fingertip the hammer-shaped lizardy head, as the sky became one big red eye and gnashing teeth in the window pane, and the storm shattered glass over me in a cosmic twinkle of stars.